So we just arrived in Stavanger, very wet, and it's a little bit cold, not too cold, about the same as the UK at the moment. It's about a 1 hour 40 flight from Gatwick to Stavanger airport. Quite a few delays at Gatwick, unfortunately, which meant it took about 4.5 hours, which should have taken about 2.25. So not the best start. It's raining here, but it looks gorgeous. The lights around here, lovely little lake, incredible. Just doing a short walk to the hotel, and then we'll get checked in, find somewhere to eat. It's looking very clean, just what I expected. Similar to Poland, it is quite clean. It's just got that lovely feel to it. Hopefully don't get mugged on the way to the hotel. There we go. Going roughly the right way.
Well, it's better than the wrong way.
Indeed. Yeah, Salvation Army, I think. Similar logo.
Looks like.
Not sure.
It's got Armeen, which I'm assuming is Army.
Then we're crossing here, but I'm not too sure. The zebra crossings here, do people stop for you? I'm not sure. You gonna let us go? No. Oh, it's on a red. There's a red man, to be fair. That explains it. There's one down the other end, which didn't have any lights, and they did stop. So it's interesting learning all the different rules. Well, that's on red and it's letting us go. Okay. Still very confused. That doesn't make sense. So we've navigated the streets of Stavanger. William, here we are. This is it in front of us. If you look on Google Maps, 3 years ago, this is all like derelict. So it's quite newly refurbished, turned into a whatever this is. It's not an Airbnb, it was on booking.com. So we're going to get checked in, see what it's like. It's lovely. All the access codes worked.
You like that?
Let's see what we're dealing with. Nice. Any light switches. There we go. Okay, nice. Interesting. Well, it's very IKEA, and the Scandinavians love their wooden panelling. It's on the outside of the houses and the inside. This is nice.
Another bedroom that is 200 degrees. Stick your head in there.
Oh my god! That is the hottest room I've ever been in. It's like a sauna. That is a genuine sauna. Wow. It's nice though. As I said, very IKEA-y. I'm a fan of this. Nice light switch and a dimmer for that. We can set those to our liking. Look at that. Pringles. And the second bedroom. That is not bad. That's a light shade and a half. Very happy. I'm going to dry off. I'm going to find something to eat. Fully embracing Scandinavian culture with a beanie. We've found a lovely restaurant, an Italian restaurant, not a Norwegian restaurant. Norwegian cuisine, with a quick Google, is kind of fish and seafood. So we'll have a look at that tomorrow. Just needed something to fill the stomach after a day of travelling over here. I cannot get my head around how nice and fresh this food is. Lovely bolognese. Amazing. And despite the fact it's 5 degrees, I've got these heaters up as well, giving us these blankets. Sat outside in Norway, but it's lovely, warm. Found an absolute vibe of a coffee, tea room place in the local library. Look at this. That is what you need. So it's the start of a brand new day here in Stavanger. We are loving it. Waking up this morning and the weather is significantly better than it was yesterday. Still quite cold, obviously that's to be expected, but there's no rain. There's little cloud bursts that don't seem to come from anywhere. The sky is clear and you get showers of rain. I'm going to try out this bakery this morning. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name, but it looks lovely. Cheers. Yep, there we go. What a stunning bakery. Coming this morning, got a drum volley, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's got vanilla in it, it's like a pastry bread thing, bit of chocolate on top, and a tea that's called Big Ben tea. I'm going to assume that's English breakfast. Not too sure on the colour at the moment, let's let that brew a little bit, but no, good start this morning. That bakery was stunning. I keep using the word stunning here, but it is stunning, it is what it is. Look at this view behind it. It's the Christmas market light thing we were at last night, but it was all closed. It's opened up this morning. It is gorgeous. There's also been a bit of a change to the agenda. I'm deciding to do a boat trip tomorrow, which means today we're doing our road trip. We've hired a car going up further north, where apparently the forecast says it's snowing. We shall see about that, but if it is snowing, that's just going to be completely worth it. So we'll go up, do a road trip under a tunnel, around an island, and go from there. So we are doing a road trip today here in Stavanger, and we've hired this car behind me, the Toyota Corolla crossover hybrid, which means it runs on electric, under 30 miles an hour. Anything over, the engine kicks in. So we've got some lovely routes through the fjords today, mainly on the petrol engine. We'll do the electric driving in the city. Nice car, winter tyres as well in Norway, so any time during the winter months it has to be winter tyres, which they put on automatically. We're en route to Fisker. I think that's how you say it. We've ended up in this tunnel. It's a 4 kilometre long tunnel. You can see on the map, goes underneath the sea, which is interesting. It's just one of those proper undersea tunnels. So I'm arriving at about 1:30, which is about 35 minutes away. What we didn't realise at the time was that the tunnel is actually 14.4 kilometres long. That's 8.9 miles, and it's actually the world's longest undersea road tunnel. Unfortunately, we didn't really know that at the time, so we couldn't marvel at it in the same way. Somehow it ended up in heaven. I'm not sure what's happened. Incredible. There's the woodland. Wow. There's a 14 kilometre tunnel that we've just emerged from. Now we're out here on the mainland of Norway.
There's like a little, I can hear a waterfall.
Wow.
Where the water meets the sea. And there's like a little jetty pontoon. You can just walk all the way down there and get down.
Alright, let's have a look. I think we're okay in the car here. So we've just come up to the front of a little coastal path. We're driving along the coastal road and gone off track a little bit. Not too sure where we are, in kind of this little tiny neighbourhood, but we're trying to get down to the water. Will's just gone down there to have a little look. Look at that view. It's so nice, and the fact that people live here, these people's houses. Not too sure where we are, to be fair. Off the beaten track, but there's got to be something nice down here. It just looks like there should be. Whoa. I nearly went in. Look at how clear that water is. That is insane. Wow. The scenery just keeps getting better. We've thrown the location pin at some random location, Vigega or something. Lovely roads, classic mountain roads around the fjords. I have to deal with this van coming up. But yeah, looking amazing. Lovely, lovely scenery. It's that van, yeah. Thank you, sir. Mountains road. It's got William doing the driving at the moment. How are you finding it?
Yeah, no, it's nice. Car's nice, smooth. The roads are lovely, much better than Great Britain. Actually paved properly. No potholes the size of bloody bomb craters in the middle of the road. Looks lovely. Forests, mountains, lakes, rivers.
What more could you want? Look at that coming up. We need to get down there. Once again, one of the things surprising me is similar to Poland. I keep saying that wrong, it's Poland. One of the things that does keep surprising me about these countries is, similarly to Poland, the roads are quiet. Even like in the city, there's just hardly anyone around. It's just not as populated. The population of Norway is about 5.5 million people. Greater London's got more people than that. So if you think how many people are on the UK roads compared to here, roads are just quiet. It's so empty. Even the towns, it's just nice. There's a nice buzz in Stavanger itself around that bakery this morning. Wow. These roads though, they're like main tourist roads and they are so quiet. It's nice, but it's just something to keep in mind. Wow, look, there's heaven again. Look at that. Just head up into the mountains and it started snowing. I was just saying, seen the fjords, got all the lakes and water, but haven't seen the snow. Here it is. Don't think it's going to settle, but it does count.
It's proper rally track here though.
Absolutely. It's the thing with automatics though, you kind of rev them, they don't change gear. I don't get how you get them to change gear.
Just redlining horrendously.
Yeah.
There's no flappy pedals either.
No, we love a flappy paddle.
Manually do it.
We love a flappy paddle. Back at the apartment now, which has underfloor heating, so it's lovely and toasty, nice and warm. It is still cold outside, obviously, the snow you saw earlier, which has turned into drizzle now. Just making a tea, managed to find some milk in the end, which is interesting. It didn't look like milk, it took ages to find out and actually realise what this is. Hell milk is whole full fat milk. So there we go. Make lovely tea, go to bed, and tomorrow we'll be in the boat trip, doing the boat tour and the petroleum museum. It's Sunday morning and it's the wettest day we've had yet. It's horrible. We're on a boat cruise today though, and looking at the boat just in front of us, it's actually looking alright. It looks like it's properly heated under deck. I'm hoping there's a little cafe on board, and then when we get near the fjords we can go up onto the roof. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be out in the open with this kind of weather. It's horrible. Currently looking for a cafe. Over in the distance, the other side of the harbour, you can see that there's a little pub restaurant place. They've gone to town on the Christmas lights. It's so weird though. Everything's so well kept. There's so much here, yet there's no one here. We're the only ones walking around. Maybe it's the weather, of course. Maybe people don't want to be out in this, so it makes sense. But it's just like a ghost town. Where is everyone in Norway? After asking the question to a really friendly member of staff in the local Burger King, I found out we'd visited in a time that could possibly not be any further outside of the main tourist season, and we're about to find out why. This is so wet. So wet. Sure, in a way the weather's adding to it, he says. The boat I was expecting was actually just this small thing with no windows or anything. I could be downstairs in a warm cabin drinking hot chocolate right now, but they have this outdoor deck. It's lovely, gives you good views. Just passing a few of the waterfalls, one of the facts they've given us is that this fjord is 400 metres deep, which means if you look at the height of these cliffs, it's that again, but underwater. We're like halfway on it. I think all of that cliff face is underwater. That's how deep it is. That is terrifying. Just come in from downstairs. This isn't inside the boat yet, but the coat has been good. Blakely, bit of product placement for you. Blakely's kept us nice and dry. There it is. The gloves from TK Maxx, I didn't cheap out on those. They have not leaked at all. They're so warm. It's my bottom half of me that's not doing well. My trousers, jeans are soaked. The bottom is wet through. Timberland's doing okay though, they're fine. So we go inside, get a tea now, warm up. I've seen enough of this. Thank you. So that's the fjord cruise done. Amazing. That was probably the highlight of the trip so far for me. Standing up on deck, getting blasted by the rain, but it was lovely. So now heading over to the Norwegian Petroleum Museum. They're very well known. Stavanger is the oil capital of Norway, so they've got the whole museum dedicated to it, educating people. And go and check it out. And that's the end of the footage. I must have got so wrapped up in the Petroleum Museum that I forgot to film anything else. Fantastic couple of days in Norway, in Stavanger. Like anywhere, you can't visit one city and say that you've seen the whole country. Overall, it's a lovely country, clean, polite residents and locals as well. Really fresh food, definitely worth a visit.